The moon hung low over Adùnní, casting silver streaks through the thatched rooftops and baobab branches that guarded the sleeping village. But Adùnní could not sleep. She sat on the rooftop of Ifen's hut, her eyes scanning the darkness, heart heavy with the burden of secrets. Her decision to expose the oracle's manipulation had triggered tremors beneath the village's calm surface. Rumors had begun to spread like wildfire. Beside her, Ifen's soft voice broke the silence. "You carry the truth like a spear, my child, but even truth wounds." Adùnní turned. "They will hate me for defying tradition. They will fear you first," Ifen replied. "Then they will follow." The next morning, a council meeting was called. The elders sat in a ring beneath the ancient oak tree, each dressed in abbadas and filler caps, brows furrowed in unease. High Priest Elemi stood tall, leaning on his iron staff, eyes sharp with suspicion. Adùnní stood alone before them, cloaked in a wrapper of white and gold, the color of revelation. "I speak not as a rebellious daughter, but as a witness," she began. The oracle lied. The prophecy was twisted. Awaken is not cursed. He is a threat only to those who fear the truth. Gasps ran out. One elder muttered a prayer under his breath. Priest Elemi's knuckles whitened on his staff. "You dare accuse the sacred," he roared. "I dare defend the innocent," she replied. A murmur stirred among the crowd gathering behind her. Women, especially, leaned in closer. Mothers who'd lost sons to curses, daughters forced into silence, her words rang true. Suddenly, drums echoed from the hills. A procession of the Aya Orisa, women trained in the secret rites, marched into the square, their red robes flowing like fire. At their lead was Adùnní, Temitope's mother and former oracle seer, presumed banished years ago. "I have returned," she declared, her voice thunderous. "The fire in Adùnní is the fire we buried long ago. Let it burn again." In the shadows, Temitope watched, a torch in her hand, waiting. She had freed Awaken from the dungeon the night before. Now, she stood guard while he made his way through the underground aqueduct to the ancient temple. Meanwhile, Adùnní was arrested under the charge of heresy. She was dragged to the same prison Awaken had escaped, but this time, her spirit was unbreakable. "Your flames will die here," Elemi hissed. "No," she whispered. "They've only just been lit." Awaken emerged from the tunnel into the forgotten temple of memory, built before the age of priests. Etchings on the walls glowed faintly, revealing stories erased from the oral records, truths hidden from generations. An ancient scroll lay beneath a stone effigy of Obatala, the god of creation. He unrolled it with shaking hands. "The oracle's lineage was never meant to rule alone," he read. "The seer must always be balanced by the voice of the flame." He gasped. "Adùnní, she is the flame." Suddenly, he heard movement. Temitope entered behind him, cloaked and breathless. "I bought you time," she said. "But we must move now." They planned to execute her at dawn. The square was crowded. The elders stood like stone. Elemi raised his staff. Adùnní knelt calmly, eyes on the horizon. But before the staff could strike the earth, a loud, ancient horn echoed. The crowd turned. Awaken strode forward, holding the scroll high. "Behold the true law," he cried. "The oracle has deceived you." The bloodline of power was meant to be shared with the voice of the flame. All eyes turned to Adùnní. Gasps. Whispers. And then, a roar from the Aya Orisa, let the flame rise. The execution staff cracked in Elemi's hand. Thunder roared in the sky. As rain began to fall, villagers dropped to their knees. The fire was not quenched, it was passed from heart to heart.